Welcome back to Golden Aging Health. What if I told you that the real key to muscle strength after 60 isn't pricey protein powders or eating eggs day after day, but a simple food already sitting in your pantry for less than $2? And what if years of so-called expert advice on senior nutrition had overlooked this easy truth? A truth that could help you fight sarcopenia, lift your energy, and hold on to your independence. By the end of this video, you'll discover 3 powerful beans that research from Harvard Health and the National Institute on Aging shows can help seniors maintain strong muscles, improve balance, and support healthy aging. These aren't fads or exotic foods. They're affordable, accessible, and backed by science. And here's a reason to keep watching. In Section 3, I'll reveal the surprising bean that even older athletes rely on for faster recovery and long-term vitality. Before we dive in, don't forget to give this video a like and hit subscribe if you care about protecting your health and independence naturally. Now, let's begin with our very first bean, and trust me, it might just change the way you look at breakfast forever.
Bean number 1. Soybeans. Could the secret to fighting sarcopenia and protecting your independence be found in a single cup of beans? One of the most overlooked treasures in senior nutrition advice is the soybean. A single cooked cup packs an incredible 31 grams of protein. That's more than what you'd get from a 4-ounce chicken breast. Unlike many other plant-based foods, soy is a complete protein, which means it carries all 9 essential amino acids needed to build and repair muscle tissue. Why is this so important for muscle building after 60? According to the National Institute on Aging, older adults lose about 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade past the age of 60 due to sarcopenia. And this isn't just about losing biceps or toned legs, it's about everyday independence. Climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or carrying grocery bags can gradually feel like heavy lifting. By eating enough high-quality protein like what soy provides, you can slow this decline or even reverse it, supporting both strength and freedom in later life. To see this in action, look at Martina Navratilova, the tennis legend now in her late 60s. Even after stepping away from professional competition, she has kept a strong, lean, and energetic body. In several interviews, she credits soy-based foods like tofu and edamame as part of her daily routine. For her, they aren't just about nutrition, they're about faster recovery and steady energy. It's a powerful reminder that elderly wisdom isn't always about cutting foods out, it's about adding the right ones in to support long-term vitality. Science backs this up. Harvard Health reports that soy protein performs just as well as animal protein in maintaining muscle mass. On top of that, soy may improve cholesterol levels and cardiovascular health, 2 areas seniors often struggle with. The Mayo Clinic adds that soy contains isoflavones, plant compounds linked to reduced inflammation. Since chronic inflammation is a hidden culprit behind muscle weakness and joint pain, this makes soy is especially valuable for sarcopenia treatment and recovery. So how can you bring soy into your diet without feeling stuck in a routine? Edamame, a light snack of steamed soybeans in the pod, easy to chew and digest. Tofu, blend into smoothies for a creamy protein boost or toss cubed into stir-fries. Soy milk, add to morning coffee or oatmeal, giving you 7 to 8 grams of protein per cup. Tempeh, Slice and pan-sear for a hearty, nutty flavor that satisfies like meat. According to the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, aiming for 25 to 30 grams of protein per main meal helps stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Remarkably, a single cup of cooked soybeans already gets you most of the way there. Soybeans prove that healthy aging and senior wellness don't have to rely on endless eggs or supplements. They're affordable, versatile, and carry the nutrients seniors need for aging gracefully. But soy is just the beginning. Our next bean shows that you don't always need a complete protein to power up your strength, especially when convenience and quick meals matter most.
Bean number 2, lentils. Have you ever wished there was a food that cooked quickly, cost just pennies per serving, and still delivered a serious nutritional punch for senior health? That's exactly what you get with lentils. One warm, comforting cup of cooked lentils provides around 18 grams of protein, plus an impressive mix of fiber, magnesium, folate, and iron, all nutrients that support healthy aging and steady energy. What makes lentils such a smart choice for muscle building after 60 is their unique combination: plant-based protein paired with slow-digesting carbohydrates. According to the Mayo Clinic, this balance helps fuel your body more evenly, avoiding sudden spikes and crashes in blood sugar. For seniors, that means more stable energy throughout the day, energy you need to stay active, and staying active is one of the best ways to prevent or slow sarcopenia. There's also another hidden strength here. The National Institute on Aging highlights magnesium as a mineral essential for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. Without it, muscles fatigue faster and cramping can occur. Since lentils are naturally rich in magnesium, they make an excellent partner for anyone focused on senior wellness and muscle strength after 60. Add in their iron, which improves oxygen delivery to muscles, and folate, which supports cell repair and growth, and you've got a food that checks every box for elderly health and recovery. Another advantage of lentils is practicality. Unlike many beans, they don't need soaking and cook in just 20 to 25 minutes. That makes them perfect for seniors who want something nourishing without hours of prep. Here are a few easy, tasty ways to use lentils in your own meals. Make a hearty vegetable and lentil soup packed with garlic and herbs for extra flavor. Toss green or brown lentils into salads for added protein without heaviness. Mash red lentils with olive oil and spices into a spread for whole grain bread. Use lentils to replace half the meat in dishes like chili or shepherd's pie, cutting saturated fat while boosting fiber. Add them to grain bowls with quinoa or brown rice for a filling protein-rich meal. The dietary guidelines for Americans recommend eating at least 2 to 3 servings of legumes weekly for overall health. But if your goal is preserving muscle, spreading lentils across multiple meals during the week helps keep your protein intake steady. Even a half-cup portion stirred into soup or salad can make a meaningful difference. I'm curious, have you ever swapped out meat for lentils in one of your meals? Did you notice a difference in your digestion or energy? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire another viewer to give it a try. Now, while lentils give you energy and strength, our final bean goes one step further. As I promised earlier, this one isn't only about protein, it also delivers powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that help protect muscles and keep your joints feeling younger.
Bean number 3, black beans and kidney beans. If soybeans provide complete protein and lentils give us quick cooking convenience, then black beans and kidney beans bring something just as powerful: protein plus natural plant compounds that protect your muscles from the inside out. A single cooked cup of either variety offers about 15 grams of protein, along with generous amounts of fiber, iron, folate, potassium, and magnesium.
But what makes them stand out for senior health tips is their high content of anthocyanins, the same antioxidants that make blueberries so beneficial. Why does this matter for senior wellness and muscle building after 60? Harvard Health has highlighted how anthocyanins help reduce inflammation in both muscles and joints. For older adults, that means faster recovery after activity, less soreness, and smoother mobility. When your body hurts less, it's easier to stay active, and being active is one of the most effective defenses against sarcopenia. I remember my neighbor Carol, age 72, who struggled with knee discomfort that often kept her from her daily walks. Her doctor encouraged her to include more anti-inflammatory foods, especially dark-colored beans. After just a couple of months of adding black bean chili twice a week and enjoying a simple kidney bean salad for lunch, Carol told me she could walk her route without waking up stiff the next morning. It wasn't a miracle cure, but it restored something deeply important to her, her daily walk, and that in turn helped keep her leg muscles strong. The National Institute on Aging also notes another hidden benefit. Legumes like black beans and kidney beans provide resistant starch, a special carbohydrate that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. A healthier gut microbiome improves nutrient absorption, including amino acids from protein. In other words, eating beans doesn't just give you protein, it helps your body use that protein more effectively for muscle repair and recovery. Here are a few simple, tasty ways to work these beans into your routine. Add black beans to veggie omelets or scrambled eggs for a breakfast protein lift. Make a fresh kidney bean and tomato salad with olive oil and herbs for a quick lunch. Stir cooked black beans into soups or stews for richness and depth of flavor. Blend kidney beans into dips for a creamy, dairy-free texture. The dietary guidelines for Americans suggest adults consume at least 1.5 cups of cooked beans weekly. But for those focused on senior nutrition advice and preserving muscle, spreading this amount across 3 or 4 smaller servings may help keep protein levels more stable throughout the week. I'd love to know, have you noticed any difference in your joint comfort or recovery time when you eat more beans? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might encourage another viewer to make a healthy change.
We've covered a lot today, and I hope you can see that muscle building after 60 isn't just possible, it's realistic with the right foods on your plate. You don't need to depend on endless eggs, costly protein powders, or complicated diets. Often, the most powerful tools for senior wellness and sarcopenia treatment are the simplest ones, foods sitting right in your pantry. Here's a quick recap of what we discovered. Soybeans, a complete plant protein that rivals chicken, plus anti-inflammatory compounds to speed recovery. Lentils, a powerhouse of magnesium for muscle function and steady energy, ready in minutes for busy days. Black beans and kidney beans, reliable protein sources rich in anthocyanins, helping reduce inflammation and protecting joints. What ties them together? They're affordable, widely available, and backed by credible science from Harvard Health, Mayo Clinic, and the National Institute on Aging. Even a small step, like replacing one meat-based meal with a bean-based one, can, over time, boost strength, improve digestion, and support your independence. Here's my simple advice to start. Try 1 or 2 bean-based meals this week. Explore different recipes until you find flavors that truly satisfy you.
Notice how your energy, recovery, and mobility feel after a few weeks. Because healthy aging isn't about being perfect. It's about small, steady choices that keep you active, independent, and able to enjoy what matters most, whether that's gardening, walking with friends, or keeping up with grandchildren. Before making any major diet changes, especially if you live with chronic conditions or take medications, please talk to your healthcare provider. They'll help you tailor these steps to your personal needs. If this video gave you value, I'd be grateful if you gave it a like, shared it with a friend, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss future senior health tips on nutrition, strength, and aging gracefully. Remember, you have far more control over your strength and independence than you may think. And sometimes that control starts with something as simple as beans.